I've been having dreams about falling in love. It feels so real, but nobody is here when I wake up. Do you know my name?
Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
The devil's in the detail. I'm a natural born killer.
Here's Tua, stepping back, loads up, looks long, throws, end zone, touchdown! Alabama! Devontae Smith! Touchdown, Alabama!
A natural born. Take this hopeless broke soul off this remote control.
Going to be fielded by Lorenzo Neal at the 25. Pitches it back to Wycheck. He throws it across the field to Dyson.
He's got something. He's got something.
50.
He's got it.
40,
He's got it.
20, 10.
He's got it.
End zone. Touchdown. Heights. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle.
This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour with your host, Drake Collins.
Good afternoon and welcome into the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. I am Drake in the WKOM 101.7 FM studios this afternoon with Slim D and the Claw. And we've got the L train soon to pull into the station here in just a little bit. Last night, we had a terrific coaches show, the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone Home Cooked by Puckett's Restaurant Coaches Show, powered by Columbia Power and Water System Internet. We were live 6 o'clock to 8:30 last night in Puckett's, downtown Columbia, right on the square, as we interviewed local Murray County Public School head coaches of head football coaches, I should say, a couple of their players, a couple of their assistant coaches, whoever they wanted to bring up onto the show. We allow free reign with that, and we interviewed Spring Hill head coach Joshua Taylor, Battle Creek head coach Justin Burham, Mount Pleasant head coach Kit Hartsfield, and Columbia Central High School head football coach Tredarius Goff. And we also awarded the offensive and defensive players of the week. Slim D, what type of – and we're getting some big feedback on Facebook on that voting process on Facebook on the players of the week, aren't we?
We absolutely are, and I'm just pulling it up now actually to show you. We've been getting a lot of following on both Facebook and Instagram, but the polls were insane. Like L Train mentioned the other day, we had like a couple hundred votes within the first few hours of it being up, but Daniel Booker, who was one of the winners of the Player of the Week, he received a total of 656 votes.
That's awesome. That's terrific.
It is, for offensive player.
And we want to thank everybody out there that voted on Facebook, and that's how these players, we do it through a democratic process of just voting for the outstanding offensive player and the outstanding defensive player for the week. Like I said, Daniel Booker won from last weekend's performance for Offensive Player of the Week. And Carter Dunn from Mount Pleasant High School Tigers won the defensive honors for Player of the Week. And this weekend we'll bring a whole new crop of players. Some of these players might get put up again as a candidate by their coaches. These players are assigned, given to us to put on the voting poll for Players of the Week by their coaches. And then you, the public, go onto Facebook, cast your vote, cast your ballot, and whoever has the most votes gets the Player of the Week. And a nice gift card from Puckett's, courtesy of Puckett's Restaurant, downtown Columbia, and we appreciate them being involved in the coaches show as well as the Maury County Public Schools and Columbia Power and Water Systems.
Absolutely.
So, what else is going on? Well, we've got a big weekend coming up. This is the third. We have Thursday night football right now. But let's talk about tomorrow night's schedule. Local high school, Maury County Public High Schools. Columbia Central will host Lawrence County, and that is a region game. Is that correct, Claw?
That is correct.
Okay, so that's their first region game, and as most schools are playing this, their region play will start this weekend. So kind of I'm not going to say preseason, but the fun and games are over, and out of region games are over as they enter region play. This coming tomorrow night, and like I said, Columbia Central hosts Lawrence County. That's where the Maury County Public School Game Day show will be. No, I'm sorry. We're going to Mount Pleasant.
That is correct.
Yep.
Well, Mount Pleasant is playing their first region game as they host their region nemesis, Riverside High School. Are they out of Parsons, Tennessee?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
Riverside has a tough squad, and Mount Pleasant, really wants to get over the hump and start out their region play, obviously 1-0 over, and that would be a big win to have that over Riverside. And we will be, game day crew will be fieldside at 5 o'clock. Right after this show tomorrow. We'll come on the air with the game day show as the crew will be there in Mount Pleasant, and we're expecting a big, big crowd in Mount Pleasant, and we will have the game day show right up until kickoff at 7 o'clock.
Should be a good game.
Who's going to be on the game? Who's going to be on that game tomorrow night?
That will be Seth Campbell.
Okay.
And crew.
Okay. All right, great. The Spring Hill High School Raiders are traveling up to Maplewood to play a Metro Nashville school, and the Battle Creek Grizzlies travel down or over to Dixon, Tennessee, that area, to play Creekwood High School.
Creekwood has historically been pretty solid. They're a 3-8 school, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I've called some basketball, some TWSAA tournaments down there, and they have a great following for their high school athletics.
Yes.
down the Dixon area. So that'll be a real test for Coach Burham and Coach Bridges, who was on the Ryan Bridges as the defensive coordinator, was on the show last night. Had a good time talking with him and Coach Burham, and it'll be a test to go down to Creekwood and win that ball game.
I agree.
Thursday night football tonight on Amazon Prime Video.
Who we got?
Miami is at the Buffalo Bills tonight. 7:15 kickoff. The Bills are 11.5-point favorite with a 49 total. We've got a couple of Magic 8-Ball picks at the end of the hour for that game. The Buffalo Bills have significant injuries on their team tonight. Linebacker Matt Milano is out. Ed Oliver, defensive lineman, is out. Cornerback Taron Johnson and defensive back Cam Lewis are questionable and probably are likely to not play. And I'm thinking over the 49 points. I mean, we've already talked about earlier in the week how bad Miami Dolphins defense is.
Not very good.
I mean, they never stop. They literally, against Indianapolis, never stopped them.
And this game is in Buffalo?
It's in Buffalo tonight.
Boy, Mike McDaniel's time is numbered.
Now, for all you UT Big Orange fans out there, we've got a bunch of them out there. Miami running back former UT running back Jalen Wright, looks like he's good to go tonight for Miami, so he might see some action. And L Train just came in the studio. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Doing great.
The man.
Great. Other injuries around the NFL besides some major players being out for the Buffalo Bills on the defensive side of the ball. The New York Jets have ruled out quarterback Justin Fields, starting quarterback. He's out with the concussion still. And it looks like Tyrod Taylor
That's right.
is going to start for the Jets. Minnesota Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy is out with a high ankle sprain. And also their running back Aaron Jones has been put on the IR with a hamstring. So he's out for at least 4 more games.
Good gracious.
Cincinnati is without, obviously, Joe Burrow, who has a toe, who will have surgery on a big toe or on his toe. I assume it's his big toe.
Yeah.
He'll be out 3 months. Backup Jake Browning has come in. San Francisco quarterback Brock Purdy practiced in limited fashion yesterday.
I thought Mac did well.
Mac threw for 200. Mac Jones threw 3 TDs and threw for 279 yards with no interceptions.
Very good.
That's a pretty good day for a backup quarterback.
Absolutely.
I think that, I mean, I know Cam Ward is just getting his feet wet, so to speak, in the NFL play. But I wouldn't mind having Mac Jones as
and I'm sure
a backup, a quarterback, a back.
A performance like that is going to make the front office folks in San Francisco say, "Brock, take your time."
Yeah.
They want to see if this is a trend with Mac Jones, then he creates value for them. So yeah, I mean, somebody might want to trade for him, or heck, perhaps maybe he goes on a streak and he keeps the job.
Well, yeah, and you know that was against New Orleans, but then again, it's still the NFL. It's still
on the road in a dome.
Absolutely,
yeah.
Green Bay defensive end linebacker Micah Parsons, newly acquired from Dallas, might be taken off his limited snap count. They might put him. Head coach Matt LaFleur, former head coach of the Titans, now at Green Bay.
OC at Titans, yeah.
Oh, OC, excuse me. And he said Mike is feeling a little bit better. He's had some back problems when he first got to Green Bay from Dallas. After Jerry Jones would not pay him, Green Bay decided to. But Parsons had been, up to this point, on limited snap counts because of his back situation. But Matt LaFleur has said it's a good possibility that limited snap precautionary measures will be lifted, and it looks like he'll go full-time beginning this weekend. Los Angeles Chargers Khalil Mack is on the shelf after what I thought L Train looked like a dislocated elbow. I mean,
it looked very, very
I thought he
serious.
might have snapped his wrist.
Or his
I
forearm.
thought he might have broken
something
his
like
forearm.
That. Yeah, it was graphic.
And then find out it's his elbow, and the way he was holding it, it looked like he bent his elbow in a direction it's not supposed to be bent.
It hit the other player's helmet, and it looked like it kind of just like bent, as you said.
Well, he's on the IR now, and Khalil Mack is quite the linebacker.
Yeah, he is one of the best in the league.
He'll be missed. Now the Los Angeles Chargers have signed defensive end Cleveland Farrell. Farrell played 10 games last year for the Washington Commanders. So he's been signed, obviously, with the loss of Khalil Mack. Now, Tampa Bay lost their offensive lineman, Cody Mauch, for the season with a knee injury from this past Monday night's game. Tampa Bay was already down all-pro left tackle Tristan Wirfs, and their starting right tackle, Luke Gadecki, I believe is where you pronounce that name. He re-injured his foot Monday night versus Houston and did not participate in practice yesterday. And you know what I've got to tell Tampa Bay? Call Shaq Mason up. I mean,
bring him back.
Pick up the phone.
I agree. I think.
Now, I don't know about this silly whatever happened up in Franklin, all that silliness with his baby's mama and all that type of ridiculous, but call Shaq up.
I don't disagree. He's still got some miles left on his tires.
And I mean, Tampa Bay, you lose 3 starting offensive linemen.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Baker Mayfield in the backfield. You're just trying to,
keep him healthy.
That's right.
Yeah, keep him
Protect him.
protected.
That's right. Or you're going to have a quarterback that's going to be out too with the other three offensive linemen. So
And he's proven you can go on the road and win. He did that in Houston. So Baker Mayfield, that has to be Cleveland's greatest regret.
I mean, is Baker Mayfield Cleveland's Babe Ruth, like Boston's Babe Ruth?
I think they would take him back in a second. I mean, the guy
Definitely.
just wins.
Yeah.
He finds ways to win, and
I'll give it to Cleveland at the time that they cut ties with him. He didn't look very good. I mean, he was making some very bad mistakes and decisions on the field, throwing the ball, throwing many interceptions, wasn't accurate. But sports is funny because players, and it seems like football especially, players can really be kind of put in the wrong situation with the wrong coaching staff.
Timing is a big factor as
And
well.
then they can be cut, let loose, traded, whatever the deal is, go somewhere else and just look fantastic.
Now my best friend's wife is from outside of Cleveland, and I was actually in a wedding up there for their wedding, and I've spent time in Cleveland, and I'm just going to say it. Like, I think there's almost some type of curse as far as the sports there, and I think the people there believe.
Well, now look, LeBron brought them a championship, didn't he?
Cleveland, this is for you. We shall never.
Yeah.
forget.
This is still the town of the Indians and the Browns. You know what I mean? Like, they made a whole movie.
The Indians are 2 games back right now of the last wild card spot. So they're fighting for their lives right now, and we'll see what happens with that. But I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
see what you mean.
Yeah, I think a change of atmosphere is what he needed. I mean, who wants to live in a football
Does
stadium?
Nashville
in
have a
Cleveland?
curse?
Huh?
Do the Titans have a curse?
They just got bad ownership.
Yeah.
I
agree.
mean, the Cubs were looking the same way, right? I mean, come on.
The curse of the Billy Goat.
I mean, I'm just saying.
But it ended, what,
And I guess fan bases, after losing for so long, they find reasons.
As a White Sox fan, I know.
Put it, the reason we've been losing so long is because we got a curse on us. And
Curse
we
of the
got
White
to
Sox.
we got to make up a curse, and we got to, tell the world that the reason it's voodoo stuff that we're not winning. We're never going to win a championship.
It's a coping mechanism. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
But the Titans have no excuse. That's just ownership. They don't care about being competitive. They just want to look at the bottom line.
Rookie wide receiver sensation Emeka Egbuka for the Tampa Bay Bucks also tied for the lead in the league in the NFL for TD catches through 2 games. Landed on the injury report.
Oh,
That's not
good.
the IR, but the report this week with a hip groin issue.
Football's a brutal game, man. It just is.
Yeah. It's violent.
Very violent.
Violent collisions happen every single play. So Xavier Worthy was a limited participant in practice yesterday, which is good news. Just to get him back in a limited onto the practice field is good news for Xavier Worthy. Because I'm going to tell you what, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're 0-2, first time ever under Patrick Mahomes that they've started 0-2. But if you watched them against Philadelphia, they lost 20-17. I believe it was the final score, something like that.
27-17, yeah.
Was it 27-17?
It ended up being a 10-point game because that interception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, and 17 points at home by the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. The problem is that Patrick Mahomes didn't have his full arsenal of weapons, and that's Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice, who's on suspension through Game 6, be back Game 7 of the year. But without them, and you got to depend on Travis Kelce, and
who's nearly 40 years old.
I mean, and I'm just telling you that's going to be Kansas City's problem until they can get his full arsenal of wide receivers back, and that includes Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice. So we'll we'll see what happens right there. Kyler Murray, the quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, apologized yesterday after he posted a picture on social media with his dog, which is a young pit bull, wearing a Michael Vick Atlanta jersey. And he took a picture of himself kind of squatting down behind the dog with the jersey on. And then he had another side picture of him turned around where you can see Vic on the back of the white Atlanta jersey. That picture went viral.
Of course it did.
Murray quickly deleted the post and apologized. Said it was not in good taste to do that. He does not condone animal abuse, animal fighting, anything of the sort. That's probably not a good idea. That probably, I mean, you know what I mean?
So you and Carl couldn't have a picture of you in a Michael Vick jersey and Carl together?
I think I could be holding Carl. He's a miniature long-haired dachshund. I mean, you know, he's not a. I mean, he's not a
prize fighter dog.
I don't think Carl would fare too well in a ring with a 60-pound pit bull.
He'd be a snack.
Yeah, I mean, I really
That's food, Carl.
I don't think, and I just don't think the visual perception would be the same of me holding Carl in a Michael Vick, jersey as opposed to me standing there with a good-sized pit bull and taking the picture. So, that's Carl.
There he is.
There he is, the man himself. Tonight in college football, the slate, there's only really one game. Rice, -2.5 at Charlotte. That game starts at 6:30. There are two games tomorrow on the college football slate. Iowa at Rutgers and Tulsa at Oklahoma State. And I would say Mike Van Gundy really needs to beat Tulsa.
It's a must-win.
The Golden Hurricanes? No, aren't they the Golden Hurricanes of Tulsa? I think that for some reason
we'll look
Tulsa
it up during the break and confirm
for some
that.
reason
the Golden something.
Golden Eagles. I don't know if it's Golden Eagles or the Golden Hurricanes, but if it's the Hurricanes, why in the hell would you call them the Hurricanes in the middle of Oklahoma?
That's a great question.
This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour for Slim D, the Claw, and the L Train. I'm Drake. We'll be right back.
From Columbia Central High School football. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Let's talk custom design jewelry. Did you know Tillis Jewelry in downtown Columbia creates custom design jewelry and has been for over 30 years? From one-of-a-kind engagement rings to wedding bands and so much more. We want each piece to be as unique as you are and create a family heirloom for tomorrow. Call today and make an appointment with one of our designers. And just for calling, you will receive a free 30-minute consultation. Tillis Jewelry, creating custom jewelry proudly in Tennessee.
Hi, Jimmy here for Columbia Ace Hardware. Columbia Ace Hardware now carries Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines paint. Now their premium quality and huge selection of colors will be right in your neighborhood. Along with the award-winning service and advice Columbia Ace has always provided for your paint projects. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Columbia Ace, the helpful place.
Ace is the
always with the helpful hardware, folks.
Do you have trees that need trimming or removed? Do you have stumps that you want grounded? A1 Tree Trimming and Removal is a family-owned and operated business local to Columbia and Lewisburg. They also service surrounding Middle Tennessee. We are licensed and insured and provide free estimates. No job is too big, no tree is too small. Give old Luke a call or text Luke at 931-359-3113. Or you can check them out on Facebook and tell A1 Tree Removal that you heard this ad on the radio. If you love America, then you will love A1 Tree Removal.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also an ice maker that didn't read the job description owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Call Davis Heating and Cooling at 931-388-2090 for all your home comfort needs. Davis Heating and Cooling is your local independent American Standard dealer and proudly serves the Maury County area. Find Davis Heating and Cooling online and on Facebook or call today, 388-2090.
Hey, this is Seth Moss at Tennessee Valley Equipment, a premier FAE PrimeTech, Bandit, and SureX dealer. We are your dealer for all of your land clearing and forestry mulching needs. We sell equipment, provide repair service, and parts along with a rental fleet of mulching equipment. We also offer mulching teeth, blades, and sharpening. Our number one priority is getting you up and running as quickly and affordable as possible. Tennessee Valley is located at 300 Santa Fe Pike in wonderful Columbia, Tennessee. Stop by or give us a call today at 931-981-9812.
This is Debbie Matthews with the Nashville Realty Group, and if you've been paying attention, you know the housing market has been tough, but rates are beginning to thaw. So if you're thinking about selling, the time to jump in is getting better every day. But if you're thinking about buying, and those interest rates are still a little bit too high, a good agent knows how to negotiate interest rate buydowns. And I'm a good agent, so call me, Debbie Matthews with Nashville Realty Group, 615-476-3224.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Trip Stoltz with Columbia Ace Hardware. I love listening to 101.7 WKOM FM, Columbia, Tennessee.
And welcome back in. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. Thank you for joining us. I am in the WKOM studios this afternoon with the Claw, Slim D, and the L Train. And Dabo Sweeney and his Clemson football Tigers are not having that good of a year. They've dropped down to 1-2 on the year and out of the top 25 polls after being one of the, I would say, L Train, I would say that Clemson was considered one of the top 5 teams in the country.
Yeah, I agree,
Pre-season.
especially with Cade Klubnik, being the quarterback. He was a Heisman favorite.
That's right. While discussing Clemson's 24-21 loss to Georgia Tech last Saturday, Dabo said, "What's so bad about this program? Like, what's so bad about the worst season that we've had in 14 years? How many programs in the college would sign up for, and only once in 14 years have this type of start? How many programs would sign up for that and the playoffs? We've been 7 times in 10 years. Who can say that?" is what a defiant Dabo Sweeney said at his press conference this week. "If we stink because we haven't played for the national championship since January of 20, well, I guess we stink," is what Dabo said.
Yep.
Or we haven't won it since January of 19, well then, I guess we stink. But why are we held to a different standard to all these other teams out there who ain't never won nothing? Well, I don't think that. I think that's not necessarily what's going on.
I don't think so either.
I mean, I don't think Clemson fans are holding Dabo Swinney and his football team to a different standard to, say, a Mississippi State, a Vanderbilt, a South Carolina.
Right.
They're holding their standards much higher than that because that's what they're used to having.
That's what they're used to. They had, the first years of the college football playoff, Clemson was practically in there every year. Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence. I mean, they were there every year competing at the highest level.
He went on to say, "We may lay a freaking egg and go 6-6, but I don't think so. And I know that's going to disappoint a lot of people, but I don't think so. The reason we are, I think, the best program in college football is because we've always battled, we've always responded." And I get that, Dabo, but I think that's what your fan base is waiting to do.
It's very much a "what have you done for me lately" situation.
Or look what we've done for you in the past.
Yeah.
People don't want to hear about the past. They want to hear about right now and in the future what's going on.
Yeah.
Sweeney said his program wasn't perfect, which is obvious, and that Clemson has had some bad lows, including the one they're in now after 3 straight uninspiring performances, a loss to LSU, Troy where they were down 16-0 at halftime and came back, won that ball game, and Georgia Tech, which they were beat in Atlanta to open the year, in which the Tigers were a preseason pick to win the national championship. Yep. I think that, if they weren't a preseason favorite, if Clemson was not ranked high in the AP and coaches preseason polls, and those his Clemson fan base was given this false sense of greatness on the horizon, then maybe they wouldn't be as worried or upset. And maybe he wouldn't be as worried, as upset as he sounds right now.
I agree. I feel like there was a standard set with all the expectations, and obviously if you have 2 losses this early in the season, that standard is not being upheld.
He said that, and he said if in this press conference, I'm just going to sum it up because we're going to move on, but he said basically, if Clemson doesn't want me, somebody wants a coach somewhere.
Yeah, he did say that, Drake.
And so he said if the powers that be decide to cut him loose from Clemson,
I can keep moving on, is what he said. I can get out of here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That he says that.
Yeah.
Those people don't want to hear that.
No,
I mean, if you're Clemson, you're the administration, you're the people that make decisions on who remains and who doesn't remain as a head football coach, basketball, whatever, in your athletic department, whatever head coaching position it is. They don't want to hear that from your head coach. What they want to hear is, we're about to fix this problem.
That's true. That's true.
They don't want to they don't want to hear stuff like, well, somebody wants me somewhere if y'all don't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, that's
not what they want.
No, that is not
at all.
That is not what they want to hear.
So,
that's what's going on in Clemson. Also, in college football news, the transfer portal yesterday, the NCAA Administrative Committee met yesterday and adopted a proposal to eliminate the spring transfer portal, moving away from the previous 2-window system that allowed players to submit their names in the portal over 30 days across the winter and spring. Changes will go into effect immediately for this coming season. The key takeaways from this is the elimination of the post-spring transfer movement, a popular option that over 1,000 FBS players took advantage of last year. Matt Rule, head coach of Nebraska, says, I desperately think one transfer portal window, period of time, is better. He said basketball has one window. So it's not like we're the first sport to have to do this. We're just making ourselves whole like the other sports. And one FBS general manager now, teams have general managers, said, quote, having to retain your roster twice a year is ridiculous. So let's just get into what you need to know from this change, including some winners and losers. The mechanics of the portal remain the same for undergraduates. Players just have a similar window with which to make, a smaller window with which to make their decision to stay or leave a university. Initially, players essentially could enter a portal at any time. Then the NCAA adopted transfer windows in August 22, limiting to 45 days in the winter, and then a second one to 15 days in May. And Alabama went through it with Caden Proctor. Caden Proctor, in the initial transfer portal, was going to Iowa.
Yes, he was.
And then once he got to Iowa, he said, hold on.
No.
I'm not much on corn, man.
Yeah.
So he entered the second transfer portal and transferred back to Alabama. And if you're Iowa in the days of NIL deals and trying to move money around to pay for guys like Caden Proctor coming to play, and it's about a money thing.
It is.
Then you have a certain amount of money earmarked for this player, and then he comes in, and then he decides he's not going. Then you take
the money out,
and decide. I mean, it's just chaotic.
Yeah, it is.
So good for the NCAA. They're going to move it to one transfer portal time, 30 days at the beginning of the year. January 2nd till the end of January, whatever the deal is, right up until signing day, I guess, is because the main signing day is February 3rd every year, or the first Wednesday in February, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So they're going to butt up the transfer portal. Now, if you have a head coaching change,
yeah, that's an exception.
You're allowed 30 days from the end of regular season football.
Yes.
To transfer. So that's a whole different transfer if you have a coaching change.
Right.
But, I mean, if you look at UCLA and Virginia Tech right now,
yeah,
they fired their head coaches after 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't even count as a red shirt year.
Season.
That's right. That's not even a season. So you could see. I mean, I imagine there's already movement on UCLA players and Virginia Tech players.
Yeah. Definitely.
Right now, they're looking to go play somewhere else.
Exploring their options is what they say, Drake.
Looking at, yes. And I had a few girlfriends that did that. Looking ahead, to Saturday's college football games. This weekend you're going to be a little disappointed. If you've got some yard work to do, or you want to go see the in-laws, or you want to go, do something that you have to do, you're not really looking forward to, but you just haven't wanted to get away from the TV set, this weekend might be the weekend. Because the games I'm about to go down through for Saturday are pretty much the highlights of the college football weekend. 2-1 UAB Blazers and Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer, he won a Super Bowl, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He's got a ring. He's got a ring.
Yeah.
They travel up to Knoxville, to Neyland Stadium, to play the number 15 Tennessee Vols. The Vols are favored by 40 points now, with a 70 over-under total. 40 and 70. That game's at 11:45 a.m. on Saturday. 3-0 Auburn, number 22 in the country, is at number 11 Oklahoma. Might be one of the better games of the weekend.
Probably the heavy hitter of the weekend.
Oklahoma's 3-0. Oklahoma's 6.5-point favorite. That game starts at 2:30 on Saturday. Another good game, I think it's going to be a good game. Tulane, 3-0, is at number 13 Ole Miss. Ole Miss is favored by a touchdown, 7 points. Touchdown plus an extra point. PAT. 2:30 is that game. Number 21, Michigan, minus 2.5 at Nebraska. Nebraska's 3-0. I think Nebraska has a chance to win that ball.
Yeah, I do too. I think this is Michigan coaches Sharon Moore's first game back from a suspension, if you could see me do the air quotes. So I think this is his first game. We'll see how much of a difference
from
that
his
makes.
sign stealing, caught sign stealing, suspension.
Yeah.
0-2, number 24. They're 24th in the country, Notre Dame is, and they're 0-2. They're a 26-point favorite at home against Purdue. The Boilermakers. Purdue's 2-1. That game's at 2:30. Number 18, Georgia Tech, 3-0. Is at home against Temple. Georgia Tech's 25-point favorite this weekend. Temple's 2-1. That game's at 3:30 on Saturday. SEC teams matching up against each other. South Carolina, after coming off the 31-7 thumping by Vanderbilt in Columbia, South Carolina, traveled to Columbia, Missouri, against number 23, Missouri. Missouri's a 10-point favorite, and that game's at 6 o'clock Saturday night. Billy Napier and his Florida Gators are 1-2 on the year. In desperate need of a win, but they have to travel down farther south than Gainesville into Miami to play the Hurricanes, number 4 in the country Hurricanes. I think they're a little overrated. My gut just tells me that the Miami Hurricanes are just a little overrated at number 4.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll just see what happens, but I just feel as though I don't feel like Miami Hurricanes right now are the number 4 best team in the country. Just don't feel it. But they're a 10-point favorite. That game's at 6 o'clock. Oh, excuse me. Take that back. I read the wrong line. Miami is a 7.5-point favorite over Florida, which probably a lot of people are going, well, hell, that looks pretty good. I mean, you know what I mean?
Take Florida.
More than
Napier
likely.
coaching for his job.
7.5-point favorite. Number 9, Illinois is at number 19, Indiana. That could be, for a Big Ten matchup, that could be pretty good. That's at 6:30 Saturday night. And then Georgia State comes up into Nashville.
Pavia.
To take on Diego Pavia and the number 20 ranked Vanderbilt Commodores. The Doors are favored by 27 points, and that game kicks off at 6:30. So that's what's going on pretty much college football-wise this weekend. We're going to take a quick break, come back with some Magic 8 Ball predictions for Thursday night football. We'll be right back.
A body in motion stays in motion until you feel that muscle tighten, that sharp pain you didn't expect, and suddenly you're stopped in your tracks. KRT helps you get back in action with all natural pain relief in just minutes. Don't get sidelined by muscle cramps. Stay in the game with KRT.
Hey, this is Drake and my dog Carl from the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. Summer heat in southern Middle Tennessee is no joke, and your animals feel it too. With record-setting temperatures and high humidity, it's critical to keep your pets and livestock cool, shaded, and hydrated. Make sure they have constant access to clean water, shelter from the sun, and never leave them in a parked car, not even for a minute. Take care of your animals like family, because they're counting on you.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loaner cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
This is Coach Tredaris Goff from Columbia Central High School football. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
For 40 years, the Jewelers Bench has worked hard for their customers and provided the highest quality jewelry at the best price. They keep going back. Recent renovations have allowed them to expand their inventory. More high-quality jewelry, custom, vintage, and estate pieces, and professional jewelry and watch repairs. They also buy gold. The Jewelers Bench, still here, still great service. 808 Trotwood Avenue, Columbia.
Hey, this is Derek Ransom with 10 Pin Alley, voted #1 family entertainment center in Murray County. We offer 32 bowling lanes, giant arcade, laser tag, bumper cars, and a full cafe and bar menu. We also specialize in group events, kids and adult birthday parties, company parties, sports team parties, and holiday parties. We're located at 322 East James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia. Call us today at 931-381-BOWL or visit us at 10pin.com. 10 Pin Alley, it's where the good times roll.
In today's uncertain world, you can never be too careful about your family's financial future. That's why the Parker Group, a part of Baird's Private Wealth Management, is offering a free second opinion on your financial plans. Let us review your current plan, and we will identify any gaps and offer suggestions to improve it. Please call the Parker Group at 931-548-3737. That's 931-548-3737. Robert W. Baird & Company Incorporated does not offer tax or legal advice.
This is Mark Curry at the Trailer Store. We are a local, family-owned business. Every day, I work with my wife, Susie, my mother, Becky, and my son, Justin. We offer a full line of lawnmower trailers, utility trailers, stock trailers, and a full line of trailer parts. We also offer service. Come see us at 1021 New Lewisburg Highway. Call us at 931-381-2795. That's 931-381-2795.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
The generations that have paved the way for us deserve respect, integrity, and compassion. This is Kelly Dobson, owner of Caring Hearts Home Healthcare. My grandmother and mother started this business in 2005, and I was honored to take over in 2012. Licensed and insured, we help our aging community stay in the comfort of their own homes. Online at CaringHeartsHomeHealthcareLLC.com, by phone 931-381-5470, or in person at 1121 Trotwood Avenue here in Columbia. That's Caring Hearts Home Healthcare.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wall Cover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wall covering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed. Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
This is Coach Devin Simler from Columbia Central Baseball. You are listening to 101.7 WKOM in Columbia, Tennessee.
And welcome back. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. I am Drake in the WKOM studios this afternoon with Slim D, L Train, and the Claw. And we call him the Claw because he knows all and he sees all. And the Titans host a division foe, the Indianapolis Colts, noon on Sunday in Nissan Stadium. The Colts come in as a 3.5-point favorite with a 43 total. And what do we say about dome teams, a favorite against outside teams away from home, obviously? We take the other team. We don't take the favored dome team. Take the home underdog playing a dome team. So the Titans would be a play for this weekend. NFL unbeaten teams playing each other this weekend. The Arizona Cardinals are 2-0, and they are traveling up to San Francisco to play a 2-0 San Francisco team. San Francisco's a 2.5-point favorite. The Los Angeles Rams are traveling to the right coast, up to the Philadelphia Eagles Stadium to play the 2-0 Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are 3.5-point favorites. Battle of winless NFL teams this weekend. The 0-2 Kansas City Chiefs taking on the 0-2 New York Giants. In New York, the Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites Sunday night. That's a Sunday night game.
Home team dog.
Probably so. Nashville SC, Nashville is a professional soccer team. They will face Austin FC in the finals of the U.S. Cup on October 1st. And you say, Drake, what is the U.S. Cup? Or what is the U.S. Cup? Well, the U.S. Cup, also known as the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, is the longest-running soccer competition in the United States. It originated in 1914. I didn't even know soccer had been around since 1914. It's a single elimination tournament that includes teams from all levels of soccer, including Major League Soccer, the professional league here in the United States, the United Soccer League, and amateur leagues. This year's tournament included 96 teams across the United States, and the Nashville SC Soccer Club is in the finals against Austin FC Football Club. So, and that's on October 1st. Congratulations to them. Magic 8 Ball for tonight. Magic 8 Ball loves the over 50 in the Buffalo-Miami game. This is all having to do with NFL Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime Video. Magic 8 Ball also says bet the Buffalo over total, over 31.5 points. Take the rushing yards, over 29.5 rushing yards for Josh Allen. And take the over 235.5 passing yards for Tua Tagovailoa. Now, if you're interested in just playing some TD scores, I like, and the Magic 8 Ball likes, Khalil Shakir for Buffalo, wide receiver, to score a touchdown. How about an ex-Titan down in Miami? As we look for Westbrook-Akine, Nick Westbrook-Akine, to score a touchdown for the Dolphins because Jalen Waddle's banged up. So we look for him. And, really, if you think about Akine playing for the Titans over the years, he caught quite a few touchdown passes.
He did.
So we look for him to score tonight. Khalil Shakir to score tonight for Buffalo. And if you want a running back and you don't want James Cook, what about Ray Davis for the Buffalo Bills? If you hook up Shakir and Akine, you get 21-1 odds in a parlay. If you hook Davis, Shakir, and Akine up, you get about 125-1 in a three TD score parlay. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to buy Carl some new toys to play with.
Thought you were going to say a Michael Vick jersey.
Oh, God. This has been the Front Porch Sports Radio Hour. For all the guys in the studio, I'm Drake. Thank you for joining us, and we will talk to you tomorrow.